Hey, um, hey y'all. So, um, I'm late. I'm late with this, because today is Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. And I meant to record this 2 days ago on the 21st, but it doesn't matter. Um, because I want to talk about Prince because it was the anniversary of his death on this past Monday, the 21st. He died in 2016, April 21st, 2016. I don't just know that off the top of my head. I looked that up. Um, I loved Prince. Um, when he, so I've got like two stories to tell about Prince. So when he, or maybe three. So anyway, when Prince died, I like just could not believe it. And I can remember, it's like one of those things, like I remember exactly where I was when I first learned. And so I was working at Columbus State. Um, at the community college, and I got a call. I couldn't answer, but my friend Brenda called, um, and she left a voicemail. And the voicemail was so odd. It was just like, I just want you to know, like something like, I just want you to know that I love you and I'm here for like something like that, something very odd. And I listened to it and I thought, this doesn't seem like what is happening. This does not seem good. Um, Lord, I just came on looking crazy. My hair looked all crazy. I was not playing. I just all of a sudden was like, I'm gonna turn on the camera and record a story about Prince. Anyway, so I got this voicemail from Brenda. So then I called her back and I was like, what's this message about? I mean, I love you too, but what's this message? Like, what is happening? And so then she was like, oh, you haven't heard yet. Okay. The first thing I thought, and I kid you not, the first thing I thought was Barry Manilow died, which is which is not funny because I was going to be super sad about Barry Manilow. I just thought I knew Barry Manilow's. I thought, oh no, Barry. I was like, did Barry Manilow die? Oh Lord. And she was like, no. She's like, no, Prince died. And I was like, he did not, because you're like, Prince didn't die. Not old enough to die. Isn't it funny how the things you get in your head? Prince is not old enough to die. He's not been sick. We've not heard anything. What's going on? He can't just die. Like he can't just die. Like I don't know. Like I thought Prince was immortal or something. Like he can't just. I was like, what? And then of course I became super sad about Prince dying. And so I have loved Prince for so long. And so, as a teenager, and some of you have heard this story, or because I've posted about it, I think after he died in 2016, I posted about it on Facebook. But my very first album was Prince, the Prince album, and I think it was the Controversy album. I don't quite remember whichever one it was. I was a teenager. I had no business having this album, and there was actual album because this was like I don't know how many years ago. And in the album jacket was this like big poster of Prince. I guess I'll tickle. This big poster of Prince. It's standing in like a shower and he's got the coat on and he just has on briefs. And I was like, my little teenage mind was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I put that sucker up on my wall. Yes, I did in my bedroom. I was like, mm-hmm. Look, Betty Smith, my mama. Hmm. Yeah. Goodness. My mama didn't play no games. And when I say that, I mean, she ain't say squat to me about the album or the poster. Ain't said squat to me. But she did call my daddy. She did call dad. My parents were divorced, but my dad didn't live far from us. I'm not even sure he was a good 5-minute drive from us. So they divorced, but they stayed close friends until my mom's dad. They were like close friends. We always saw my dad. They were like, so my mom done called my dad. My dad came to our little townhouse, and I think I kind of blocked a lot of it out because it seemed very traumatic to me, because he took that poster down, took that album, and put it in the dumpster behind our townhouse. He ain't put it in trash because, of course, I could just get it out the trash. Not that I would have, because no, I might have. He knew. He knew. Put it in the dumpster so I could not get it. And I just remember thinking, what? I can't. And let me tell you, I mean, I ain't say nothing, I ain't say nothing. I don't remember having no discussion about it before or after. And I know I didn't buy no Prince. I didn't buy nothing of Prince until I was an adult. I thought, I ain't playing no games with Betty and Jack. They mean business. I cannot have that Prince album, no Prince music up in here. So I didn't buy Prince. I didn't buy anything for Prince till I was an adult. An adult, I tell you. Oh Lord, that is too funny to me. And I did buy some Prince stuff, when I became adult and was living on my own. And then so that's like, that's Prince dying, how I found out my first album, and then my parents throwing the album poster away. Then I actually got to see him in concert. Child. Mm, one of the best concerts of my life. Mm, one of the best concerts of my life. Only thing is that by the time I saw him in concert, he had already become a Jehovah's Witness. And so he wasn't singing, he wasn't singing everything. So he wasn't singing a lot of his old songs. A lot he was, but certain ones he wouldn't sing, like Darling Nikki. He wasn't singing no darling. He wasn't singing no Darling Nikki. But he would like get us going. Like they played the chorus, first kind of chorus of Darling Nikki. You'd be like, oh, you get ready to play Darling Nikki. And then he stopped. He's like, y'all know I ain't playing. He's like, y'all know I ain't singing that. And so, but it was still such a great, great concert. I went with some friends from work, like our friend, like knew somebody and got us some really good seats. And we went, and then they announced that there was going to be like an after party. Now, mind you, I am not a club person. I am not an after party person. It is just not in my makeup. It has never been who I was, or who I am, who I was. But they announced there was going to be an after party, and they said Prince was going to be there. Now, mind you, this was a weeknight. We all had to work the next day. So the concert is, we're out, we're trying to separate. And I'm like, I am amped. I was hyped. And I was like, we're not going to the after party. Like, we ain't going to the club. We ain't going to the after party. I want to go to the after party. Ain't nobody want to go. So one of my friends, one of my coworkers, Becky, she was like, I'll go. But she had ridden with someone. And I was like, girl, I'll take you home. You want to go? I'll take you home. So Becky and I go to this little dive, this little dive. Oh Lord. And then it was like some stupid amount to get in, like $20. I don't know. And I think either Becky had to pay for me or I had to pay for, I don't know, one of us had to pay for the other. We get in and it's like, oh great, kind of standing around, like I don't even remember a whole lot except when Prince came in. He literally did show up and walked right past Becky. So like I'm standing here, Becky was like to my left. And he like walked right past her. And well, you need Becky to tell this part of it because it is her, that part is hers. But she was like, like mumbled some words because she wanted to say something because he was passing so close. Yeah, and then he did a couple things at the club. It was so amazing. And then so after the concert, I had bought a T-shirt I bought a t-shirt, this cute little pink little tee, said Prince. I wore it the next day to work. Now, mind you, I had an 8:30 meeting at work. Oh, I remember this so well. I had an 8:30 meeting at work. I wore my t-shirt. That's right. I bought it and didn't wash it before I wore it. That's right. I wore my little pink t-shirt under and I can so remember what I had on. I had on this two-piece. It was like a button-down top and a skirt, long skirt. I wore that to the office. And the next day, I had the meeting. Then we were talking. A group of us were talking about the concert, and I was like, I got on my concert T-shirt. And a guy working, he's like, I don't believe you don't have that on under what you have on. Here I go, unbuttoned. Yep, got it on. Ah, such a great memory. Such a great memory. Such a great memory. I still can't believe Prince's dad. Like, whew, talk about talk about a musical genius. Like, dude was so good, so amazing. So that's all. I just wanted to share my little Prince memories, my little Prince stories with you. All right, till next time. See ya. Oh, if you got a Prince story, tell it. Share it with me. Put it in the comments. All right, see ya.